Hey everybody, welcome to our midweek moment. So glad you clicked on. I'm Pastor Nicole. This week we continued on in our Lenten sermon series, Caved In, Finding Light When Life is Dark. And we talked about the cave of fear and how David, in a time that he was really afraid, ran away and hid in a cave, metaphorically and literally. In our Lenten study later Sunday evening, we were talking about what we are afraid of. And one of the members of that class said, I'm afraid of public speaking. And that's very common, right? It's a very common fear. But another person at the table watched buzz because their heart rate jumped just thinking about public speaking. There are a lot of things in the world that we are afraid of, things that biologically we cannot control how our body responds to those fears. I'm kind of like that with praying mantises. If you watch the sermon, those things, creep me out. My heart just starts racing when I come across one. I don't know what it is. They just look like creepy little aliens that are going to eat your face off. I want to talk a little bit about fear. Fear is something that we all experience in our lives from the time that we are little until the time that we are facing death. Fear is very real. And there are a lot of different things that we fear. But as we read through the Bible, one of the things we see over and over is God commanding us, do not be afraid. Somebody once said that the commandment of do not be afraid or fear not is in the Bible 365 times. And so we should take that to heart every day of the year to not be afraid. Now, I think that's kind of been debunked and it's not really true, but I enjoy the sentiment of it. And it certainly is one of the things that is commanded most in the Bible is for us to not be afraid. So why is that? Why is that one of the most commanded things? Because God knows that we are afraid of a lot of things. And that sometimes that fear can paralyze us and keep us from doing what we need to do, what we are called to do, what we should do. And so God tells us, don't be afraid. I'm right here with you. You're not doing this alone. I particularly think about the stories of Jesus when he tells the disciples, do not be afraid. You know, when he comes across the water, walking on the water, and they think he's a ghost, and he says, don't be afraid. Or when he is getting ready to go to heaven, and he tells the disciples, don't be afraid. It's going to be okay. There are a lot of situations in our life where hopefully we can hear the echo of the voice of Jesus telling us, do not be afraid. I am here with you. You're not doing this alone. It's going to be okay. I think that can bring us a lot of peace, and it can be a great reminder that we can do pretty amazing things when we face our fears. We might think of shows like Fear Factor, right? Where people have to face these really scary challenges, right? Like if they had a bowl full of praying mantises that I had to reach my hand into, I would just run in the other direction. But these people that find strength and power in facing their fears. And the same is true for us, that if we can face our fears, we can see that God is with us. That's what happened to David in that cave, right? He was hiding, afraid for his life. And when he realized that he could face that fear, it was because God made God's self known to him, right? God placed him in just the right place at just the right time and gathered these people around him to remind him, it's okay, David. It is scary, but it's going to be okay. So if you are facing down something in your life that you're like, I just don't think I can do this. I don't think I can move forward. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I don't know what the future is going to look like. I don't know what to expect. It's okay. Just remember that God is with you. You're not doing it alone. God is going to bring into your life what you need in order to move forward. Might not be easy, might not be fun, but you can definitely do it. So I hope you will hear those words of Jesus in your ears this week. Do not be afraid. Maybe find a passage of scripture where God tells somebody, fear not, do not be afraid, and read that and be encouraged by what you see in that story. Well, we're going to continue on in our sermon series this weekend where we are going to be talking about a heavy subject, the cave of depression. So we hope that you will be able to be there with us this weekend as we talk about this very serious situations that people in our life might be suffering with, you might be suffering with. Just hope you hear a good word about how to move out of the cave of depression. So join us for that in person or online. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Go out there and be fearless.